Welcome to.
Are we already in?
Yeah, we're already in.
Oh, we already started.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what we'll call this right now. It's
insert name here.
Insert name here.
Well, there's gonna be a silence.
We're here on a Friday night, having nothing better to do, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff. I don't know where the night goes. I'm Niall.
I'm James.
And I'm Ryan.
And let's get into it.
All right.
We're going to sip through this water pretty fast, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I had to get, last time we did this, I had to get up and at least get, I think I refilled it like 5 to 7 times, something like that. I had a different mug. I didn't have the Stormtrooper mug, but
Well,
I refilled it a couple times.
if this was the Tonight Show, they'd probably have some sort of intern come and fill your mug for you.
True.
But we don't have an intern.
We have a roommate would probably be our little bitch. But...
Oh, he would be if he was here.
I don't think it's ever coffee on the show. It's all water.
I think it is too.
I think
it is too.
Even on the Today Show, it's water.
I think it is all water because I realized after doing 2 hours of talking last time, which for everybody else, James and I recorded
a 2-hour session.
A 2-hour session.
And it didn't record.
And
And we were like, fuck.
Yeah. So last time, I've talked a lot before, but it was 2 straight hours of talking.
And he lost his voice.
And I lost my voice afterwards.
I was still going strong, though, because I got vocal cords of steel.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't.
Because I'm the only one that has vocal cords of steel.
Oh, so this is the story I was going to talk about.
Okay.
I realized how white I am the other night.
Oh, really?
Did you look in the mirror?
I did not look in the mirror. But that's an easy indication of how white I am. It was before you came in the room, and I was laying down to bed. I had just finished listening to music and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed now. And I laid down my head, and I usually sleep on my right side. So I was there, and our window in our room, it's directly behind my head where I put my head on my bed.
Right.
And usually, you know how we pull down the shades and stuff?
Right.
Well, that night there was a little bit of gap and there was some light coming in from the street light. And but it wasn't in my eyes, so I wasn't really bothered by it.
Right.
And so I closed my eyes, I'm drifting off, and then I shift my arm up towards my head, and suddenly I'm just blinded with light. I look out. The light is reflecting off my skin into my eyes. I was like, I am so white.
I thought it was going to be like a story hey, what's up, homie, to some big tough black guy, and you'd be like, hey man, how's it going, homie? And the guy just looks at you and you're just like, yeah, I know. I thought it was some kind of self-realization of
oh, how white
a personality, not your literal skin color.
My literal skin tone is so white that it blinded me.
I used to be literally white when I was younger, like the color of that wall. I could I'll pull up a picture right now for you guys.
Isn't the wall kind of yellow?
Well, I mean, not that wall, but the average white wall. I mean, that one's probably covered in disgusting stuff because this is a college room and people have used this before us. I was also a chubby child. I was a chubby little boy.
Oh, yeah, you should go on Oprah and tell your story.
Yeah, this doesn't do it justice.
Well,
it might. I'm the creepy kid. I'm the creepy looking kid on the left.
There's a glare.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how pale I was.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, I was pale like that for years. I started actually getting a little skin tone.
New generation rat pack.
Yeah. That's my friend Marcus.
Maybe we'll put that into the...
No, fuck no.
The video. Oh my gosh, James, we have to now because we talked about it.
Speaking of video, I saw Star Wars. Question, I know you have. Have you seen episode 7?
Yes.
Okay.
You have?
Yes. So I was dying to over the winter break, and we were going to go. Then it turned out someone couldn't go. I was like, you know what, we'll just go another time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go. And we went another time. It was great.
So, opinions on the movie?
I liked it a lot. I thought it was really more like the original Star Wars.
Right.
Which obviously it was, because it was kind of copying the first one.
Yeah.
But I thought they were doing that on purpose, so they could kind of take a complete step back from the prequels.
Right.
Thank you.
And go back to where it was supposed to be.
Somebody understands that. Oh, I'm so happy.
Damn it.
So happy with you right now. Because
That was on purpose. They
I know it was
See
on.
that?
Like, okay, so
It's a technically new storyline, but same elements. So you bring back the original trilogy.
yeah, no, and I
Right.
believe me, I
Take away
get
all
it.
the politics shit that was in the.
The originals.
No.
I meant
Yeah,
like
the prequels.
when I say originals, I meant the first three, as in like episode 1, 2, and
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Prequels.
I didn't mean to say that like that. I loved it too. Like, I'm not saying I hate it or like dislike it or whatever. I understand exactly why they did the whole like very like pretty much copying A New Hope.
Yeah.
And I 100% get it, but I just thought they could have branched out. Like the Star Killer base thing was just a little like it was just I thought that
I
was
agree.
just a little much. Like the
They
whole
could've-
like droid
They probably
delivering.
could have made it a little less obvious.
Yeah, the whole like droid delivering like some kind of message to the princess was the same as BB-8 delivering is the same as R2. Obi-Wan dying was the same as Han Solo dying. It was like the same.
Yeah.
It's the same like story elements, and that's fine. But like like they literally like showed the Death Star and they compared it to Star Killer base. It's like, well, Star Killer base is bigger, so therefore destroy it. And I'm like,
Star Killer Base is not as cool of a name as Death Star.
no.
I always forget it. I'm like, that big planet thing that's
That sucks out the sun.
I talked about, we were having a discussion the other day, and I was like, the Death Star. I just called it the Death Star.
Mhm.
'Cause that's basically what
And
it
people
is.
corrected
the
you.
Death Planet.
Death
Sorry.
Planet, Doom
I
Planet.
also, by accident, this is now my,
It's a meme.
it's a, well, yeah, I guess it's a joke between our friends. You know, the main bad guy in the movie, Kylo Ren. I said it correctly. The other night I said
Several times.
Rilo Ken,
Oh boy.
and now I just can't.
He says
I
Rilo
have
Ken
to
like half the
obviously,
time.
if I want to say it correctly, I have to think about it. And
Oh,
sometimes
wow.
when I've thought about it, I'm like, I still think Rilo Ken.
Yeah.
So I'm just
that's
gonna go
funny.
with it and just keep calling him Rilo Ken.
That's how messed up I got when I would make fun of my sister and my parents were watching Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I would say Downtown. I would say, "Oh, you're watching Downtown Abbey." And my sister's like, "No, it's Downton Abbey."
I heard
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's Downtown.
isn't
Downtown.
that show like
I was
they
like,
only-
which one's Abbey?
they have like 4 episodes a year or something, or like
I mean,
4 really long episodes.
It's BBC, so they follow like.
Because I don't follow it.
PBS.
No, I thought it was BBC.
They're British, but it's PBS.
Oh.
Well, either way, BBS,
It's a
BBC.
masterpiece classic.
Oh, okay.
Very PBS.
They only have like so many like episodes a season, right? Like a short amount of like episodes, right?
Yeah.
Number of episodes, but the episodes are really long. Isn't this
Yeah,
like
that's
the-
a very British thing to do because
Yeah.
they do that
Yeah,
with
Brits
Sherlock
like
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, half a dozen episodes is too much.
Mm-hmm. In a sense, that is true. But yeah, I've never watched that show.
I remember I watched a couple episodes just kind of in the background while my rest of my family watched it. It was pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, you know, dating other people and there's
Sex scandals and shit.
not that much.
Is there murders?
It's kind of like British scandals
I just saw a guy
It's like-
answering the phone. That was all I saw of Downton.
where they just
Abbey.
kind of like disgrace the family and stuff. And
Oh, and because it's like royal family, right? It's like
It's-
a drama and
well, it's not royal.
Because I
they
don't
just
know
have
anything
a lot
about
of
the
money, I think they have like an estate and they
probably
run.
old money.
Yeah, it's old money.
very posh.
And then like
Pinkies
one of the
up.
daughters like wants to marry like a coachman, and they're like, hell no.
Hell no, you'll
It would
marry
be
a
even
prince
better
or a
if
rich guy.
if
This is what I
she
picked
was
up
trying
from
to
one
marry a
episode.
cobbler. It'd be so much more cliche.
Yeah.
And then there's like some of the sons are like in the war, and then there's like drama.
The Great
and-
Wall?
Yes, the Great Wall.
The Great Wall. I'm not gonna do the accent.
No,
Can't do it.
I just butchered it. So
I cannot do those shows. I don't like drama. Actually, never mind. That is such BS. I love drama, but not like that kind of drama. Like I like the Orange is the New Black. I like that. I don't know if I could deal with like a British show like that. I don't know. Like, have you seen? I'm pretty sure you have. Have you guys seen Orange is the New Black, Breaking Bad, any like of those
I haven't seen Orange is the New Black, but I have seen pieces of Breaking Bad.
I just started Breaking Bad. I finished the first season last night.
Oh.
I was watching with my roommate. I went way ahead of him because he went to bed earlier than I did.
I already watched the first.
What do you mean your roommate?
Brendan. Like, sweet mate.
I was going to say, I know who Brendan is.
Yeah.
It's like, this is before Christmas break. Someone came into work asking if the university could support landline phones in the dorms.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No, I agree.
Landline phones?
It's like, yeah.
Well, he was like, yeah, could you like have a hookable landline, and who would pay for it? Would it be the university or me? I was like, what?
That's weird.
A landline? You
That's
kidding
weird.
me?
There's actually
Don't we have landline?
yeah, we have a corded phone in this room. We disconnected. It's on one of the shelves back there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was sitting on I think it was sitting on my desk when we moved in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I think it was because that phone was a duty phone or whatever. And this is an RA room,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the duty phone now is like a cell phone.
Yeah, I know they're cell phones, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, is this a really old like tan phone?
Mm-hmm.
This is the weirdest thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it might also be because we're like in an RA room, so they might. I think they have like those for like duty phone.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like a
Stuff.
tan phone with like a dial pad and a phone and
Yeah.
receiver?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I have at work.
Okay. It's probably just for him. Like that. This is probably like the only room that gets it. Like the RA rooms.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just something weird.
That elevator though is gross. I've walked in on that elevator so many times with like, because you know everyone goes out and drinks on like Thursday nights or whatever for whatever frickin' reason, and you would walk in the elevator maybe Friday morning or Saturday or Sunday morning, whatever morning, and there'll just be piss on the floor or like beer or like cans or like
that's gross.
condom wrappers. There was one time there's like this little like sign that says like no smoking elevator. It just says like don't do some dumb shit in the elevator, and it's like covered by like a glassing. And for like a month there was like a condom wrapper like slid
There's a
underneath
Trojan
it.
condom wrapper.
Yeah, just slid underneath it.
I was kind of upset when that was gone. It was kind of like,
Because
there's the condom
Yeah,
wrapper.
because it became so regular because it was just so common.
It
Daily
was-
reminder of safe sex.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a positive message.
Yeah.
Until the parents walk in the
Remember-
elevator and look, and they're like,
Oh.
"Oh fuck."
I
You know?
mean, what do you expect? It's a college campus.
Like, oh my god, my daughter. Oh no.
Oh no, the worst I think I've seen that, or one of the worst times I've seen that elevator was like day 6 of the blizzard,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like nobody was going anywhere, and there was just like snack wrappers, just crap all over there.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing I realized about this blizzard is that you know how everybody says like, oh yeah, the blizzard of '86 or something like
Yeah.
that. Like if we ever said that to our kids, it would be the blizzard of 16.
Yeah.
I survived the blizzard of 16.
Yeah. I always think about that.
The blizzard of 10
Yeah.
The blizzard of 10.
Blizzard of 10.
or 11 or.
This is the weirdest thing. We're in a very weird period for names and so forth.
Yeah.
Because it's I
It's not like
don't
the
know.
70s or the 60s.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
30s.
It's like what do you
we're
call
almost
it?
in the teens.
The tens, the zeros.
I mean, the 2000 people would call the 2000s the 2000s, which worked.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
now we're like in the 2010s.
That's 2000 to 2009.
Yeah.
The 20 teens.
But no, but I wasn't saying like 2010
Sounds
to like
stupid.
that's weird.
If you go back to 1916, what do you have a name for that?
True, it's the same thing.
It's nothing.
I mean, they didn't bother themselves with concerning themselves over what are we gonna name this decade of our lives? It's
No, but that's up to history, and we haven't come up with anything yet.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess, but I also think it's because of how our generation and how the world is much more interconnected now, and we're all trying to be, I don't know, original. Or come up with names with stuff, which we don't need to. Just Like, it doesn't impact
Yeah, like
our
everyone's
lives
worried
that
about
matter.
like we're like Generation X or we're Generation like this or whatever.
Why?
Yeah, and it's just like, why are you so concerned? That's like something you talk about like later on. Like the baby boomers can be relevant; they're still alive, but
Yeah.
they can be relevant to talk about like that. But like the Generation Y,
Yeah.
Z, whatever.
Generations are just a history tool. It's
Yeah.
not something
Yeah.
you're supposed to look at now.
Yeah, that's what
No.
I'm saying. Yeah,
It's
So then you're just like, oh, we're
baby boomers, then
separated by history.
yeah.
Gen X, Generation X. We're not in Generation X. We're
I
in
don't remember.
Generation.
Hello,
Hey,
Hello, Christopher.
duty calls.
You didn't go to the bathroom.
no, I'm just holding the elevator with my shoe.
Oh my God.
Okay, peace.
All right,
Yeah.
peace out. I'll get the door.
Okay. That was a lovely cameo by our roommate, Christopher.
Yeah, but the generation shit is stupid.
Well, yeah, we're millennials.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We're millennials.
Yeah.
But so
If I think about it though, like, you know, my kids will grow up in the 20s.
Yeah.
yeah, that's so weird. Like anybody who is 16 now, they don't know the 90s.
But it's so weird. We become accustomed to like when someone says the 20s, we're gonna think the 1920s. So imagine when it's like 2030. Well, probably a little later, like 2040,
Yeah.
whatever. God, hope to God we're alive and global warming doesn't burn the earth or whatever, or whoever or Donald Trump blows up the world. They're gonna be talking about, oh, I was born in the 20s, and you're like, no, you weren't. And like, I'm talking about 2020, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be so
Yeah.
old.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
already
be
feel
off.
old when anybody who's 16 now. I always thought whoever's born in the 2000s was like a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could call 16 a kid, but that's almost 2 years away from being an adult in
Yeah.
in the eyes of the law,
Yeah.
I mean,
which
it's
is
weird.
scary.
my little
It-
sister was born in 2001, and it's like, oh yeah,
Same with
2000.
mine.
Yeah,
It's like, me and my two brothers were all born in the 90s, but she was born in 2001.
Yeah.
It's like, well, she's in the 2000s.
it's really really weird.
It's just
But
weird. I feel old partially because like little kids are like mean to me because I'm working at summer camp, right?
little kids are mean to me.
And I teach the first grade. I'm in the first grade group, and I'm the favorite counselor, of course, because I'm the
of
coolest.
course.
But that's besides the point. These kids will be like, "How old are you, Jimmy?" Because they'll like call me Jimmy or James or whatever,
Jimmy.
or they'll like come up with some nickname for me.
Jimmy Fallon.
J Dog.
J Dog, whatever.
J-Dog.
They aren't that clever. They're just like he's like silly face, like some like
Silly
like they don't call me that, but I'll just
Counselor, silly face.
Well, they wouldn't say that. I would be,
Something face or something head.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, probably.
Yeah.
Or they're just like you're silly or whatever. Anyways, they'll ask me how old I am. Most of the other counselors are like a year younger than me. There's like one or two that are like a year or two older than me, but most are like juniors or seniors in high school. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm a little past that age group, but I like still work there. I'm still allowed to, whatever. The kids will like come up to me and they'll be like, "How old are you?" And I told them 19. I'm still 19, but I told them 19, and they're like, "You're old," and you don't understand. Like, and I'm like, "I'm not old. Like, you're trying to defend because you're still in your youth.
Yeah.
Like, you're still in shape. You're not wrinkly. You're not gray haired yet. Whatever."
You're not forgetting
But
things.
they're calling you old, and it just like it hurts, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
there's like kids saying I'm old, and I remember being a kid,
Wow.
like recent enough, you know.
Yeah. No, that's I remember I think it was this summer or last summer, friends of ours at our lake house, they have little kids, and they're probably like third grade and like kindergarten. I think the little girl is in kindergarten.
Okay.
And I got along great with the kids and stuff, and they loved playing with me and stuff. And there was one time when the girl said to me, she's like, "How old are you?" And I told her I think it was 18. I said 18 or 19 then.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was 18 then. So I was like 18, and she's like, "Oh." I was like, "What? Am I too old?"
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
and kids they always kind of, if you're playing with them and you're acting like a kid, they always think that you're closer to their age and stuff.
Yeah.
But
See, I act that's why I'm the favorite.
yeah.
Because I play with them and can relate to them.
Yeah. Well, I have neighbors, and like, the oldest is I think in 5th or 6th grade, and the other one's in like 3rd or 4th grade. The
Yeah.
youngest, they're both very into sports,
Mm-hmm.
and the younger one actually has like hair like Hoy Matthews. It's even longer. It's like ridiculous.
Oh.
I don't know why he has it.
Does
like
he wash it?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
he blonde?
Yeah, it's blonde.
Okay. That's like a weird trend. Sorry to cut you off for a
No,
second.
I don't
That's
know.
that's a weird thing that a lot of younger parents, I guess you could say, that have they have young kids now. I just call them younger parents.
Yeah.
They let their kids like blonde hair grow out, and it's kind of
Yeah.
longer. And I'm like,
Times
okay.
are changing.
Times are changing.
That's all it is.
Well, but
What were you
I
saying?
mean, anyways, I mean, like, you know, we play wiffle in my yard all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times we're just playing, and they live across the street, so they can hear it. So they just walk over and go, "Hey guys."
Yeah.
So we pitch to them, and you know, like they know how old I am. They know how old me and my brothers are, and
Yeah.
we'll still like play football and wiffle ball with them and stuff. But you know, it like they obviously, I know that they respect me. They respect me and my brothers because we're older than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in like 10 years, our athletic differences will probably not be different at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like I'm infinitely more athletic and able than you are because I'm bigger and
Yeah.
I'm older.
Yeah.
Even though for your grade you're really athletic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're both like really good at baseball. But I can still
You could
pitch-
destroy them if
I-
you played a
yeah.
team of them.
I can, yeah, I would still. I was like, I sometimes thinking like I could destroy these kids. Like that's because they're in 4th
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just like I'm just enjoying playing wiffle ball with these
Yeah.
kids, and it's like great because they can hit the ball.
Yeah.
You know, they're not
Yeah.
little kids, and it's not.
Just
Yeah,
like
that was
slightly.
that
They're
was
like, pitch it to me fast. Like you're gonna get it
You're
fast.
gonna die.
that's almost
You're
with
not gonna die.
that's kind of almost a problem. A problem with like sports for kid sports,
Mm-hmm.
just like basketball and soccer and kids playing that,
Mhm.
is that even if you're a year older, there's a large difference there because you're a growing kid and you're
Yeah.
you're
I know what you're
obviously
saying.
coming into your body and so forth. And I had neighbors that were the one was 2 years younger than me,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like an obvious like difference
Mm-hmm.
about athletic ability,
Yeah.
and it was just because I was older.
Yeah.
And his younger brother is four years younger than me,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's a phenomenal baseball player, and the brother is he just tried out randomly
Mm-hmm.
for our high school's football team as a kicker,
Mm-hmm.
and he made it, and he was like their main like kicker and everything.
Hmm.
And he was like originally a soccer player, obviously, like
Yeah.
the transition between there, but it was kind of crazy. So we all have our different sports.
The younger you are, the more the difference makes. Like
Yeah.
a year makes the big difference.
Yeah.
The younger
Yeah, it
you
does.
are.
It's also just like a matter of like also like when you see, like my sister, she's in travel soccer. She's in 8th grade, so she'll be a freshman next year. But I'm thinking about her like maybe 3 years ago or so, like when she was in 5th grade or whatever, how she would play like on the rec team and just like how all these girls are in the same grade. Usually, I think some are in 6th grade. I think it's like 5th and 6th are shared or whatever. Some of the kids are just like so like, you know how like some kids just age or like grow faster. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Grow faster. You'll see like a girl that's like super short, and then the girl next to her is like twice her height, and they're the same age.
Yeah.
And it's just there's that huge problem with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like even like in 3rd grade, it's like, oh my god, a 4th grader.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, I remember seeing it like.
Like
thinking
now,
that.
it's like they're the same freaking age as me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, not really, but
Like
Yeah.
a 19-year-old looking at a 20-year-old. Oh my god, a 20-year-old. You know, you're
no,
like,
it's
yeah.
you're the same age.
Yeah, when like I turned 20, and it was like, oh, I don't feel like I'm in my 20s.
Yeah.
And when I still
It's
even
so
I'm
weird.
in my 20s, and I say I always think I'm like 20s. That's you're an adult when you're 20. And I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, I'm 20. I guess I'm an adult now.
And they always tell you like you're in your prime in the 20s.
Yeah.
So it's like, crap,
It's
now
so sad. I'm
Yeah.
like, I have 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
of
That's
good
exactly what I
left.
think. And you're like, I need to make the most of it because people are like, once you hit like 26, 27, it's all downhill from there,
Yeah.
like physically and stuff. And you're just like, crap.
Mhm.
I need to get ripped now.
But at the same time, it's like 10 years or 8 years, whatever,
Yeah.
whenever you start declining. Hopefully that doesn't
Yeah. I
happen
mean, that's depressing.
overnight.
Yeah.
But it's 8 years.
Yeah.
I mean, years for us go a lot faster, but last time it was like 8 years was when we were 12.
Yeah.
You're like, that's a long time that I covered.
But it's like different now.
Yeah,
Like
it is
like
different.
as soon as I like senior year of high school, once that hit, the closer the deadline got to graduation, like the more I started to realize like time is freaking flying,
Yeah.
And then from that point on, like junior year, like below, I don't think like I was mature in the head in the sense of A, mortality, and B, like time.
Mhm.
As soon as senior year hit, as soon as like graduation started like catching up to me, and then like college smacked me in the face, all that, it was like holy shit! Like time flies like faster than like freshman year went by so fast. Like halfway sophomore year went by so fast.
Yeah.
Summer went by so fast.
Yeah, for me, middle school through like sophomore year of high school was like that took forever.
Yeah,
Okay, I remember in 7th grade, when my roommates and I were talking about how awkward middle school was the other day. I remember
That's always a good conversation.
pimples and puberty. Keep going.
but I remember I would like count down the days until school.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that at the beginning of the year. I was like, okay, I got 90 days left.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's like prison stuff. That's like marking
Yeah.
the walls,
Yeah.
like, tallies against the wall.
Yeah.
And yeah, you say 90 days left of school to like a middle schooler. They're like, oh my gosh, 90 days. How am I gonna live through that? You say 90 days to me till the end of my school year, and I'm like,
That's
holy crap, I have a lot to do.
Yeah.
that's like
Damn.
No time.
roughly 3 months.
That's 3, and then you say 3 months, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's not enough time.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh yeah, good old middle school.
If you want to talk about middle school, we
Yeah.
can talk about middle school right now.
Uh,
But you bring it up. You start this up.
no, I don't
conversation.
need to. I mean,
that's for another day.
I remember it was like we were seniors at high school and we were sitting outside at lunch,
Mhm.
and one of my best friend was like, everyone should have just gotten middle school off. Just,
Yeah.
Nobody goes to school during that time period. You just go home.
I don't remember what middle
like,
school did.
Yeah,
for
that would have
me.
worked out.
What did middle school do? Okay, because middle school for you guys might be different than my high school because most people are.
Basically, isolating the awkward kids.
But like no, I mean like middle school,
Grade-wise?
like grade
Mostly.
wise, because most people were split out differently than me. I had elementary school, intermediate school, middle school, high school, and then obviously
What
kindergarten.
was intermediate?
What was it like 5th and 6th?
That's
grade?
why it's weird. Yeah, no, it was elementary school, preschool, elementary school, kindergarten through 3rd, intermediate 4th through 6th, middle school 7th through 8th, and then freshman to senior.
That's a lot of buildings changed.
Yeah,
I
That's
think
weird.
everyone looks at me so funny when I say middle school, and I'm like, yeah, 7th, 8th grade sucked, and they're like, middle school's like longer than that. What are you talking about? Like, well, yeah, my school system's weird.
I think the way our school system does it, they'd go like up to 4
Mm-hmm.
for that's elementary school.
Yeah,
Then they have like the middle schools is split up into like 5 and 6 and then 7 and 8.
yeah,
Which 5 through 8 is really middle school.
yeah.
That's I would almost include 9th grade because 9th grade I was basically a middle schooler.
Okay. I get all of our school systems are totally different because elementary school was. I mean, our kindergarten was in our elementary school, so it was kindergarten through 6th grade,
Okay.
and then 7, 8, 9 was in middle school, and then sophomore, junior, senior was in the high school, and that was mostly to do because we had a large district and a large school district.
Yours was like a county school or something, right? Because your school had like 1,000 graduating class.
Yeah, I mean, it was just because we had a large area. I mean, it wasn't like a district school. There was more schools in our district.
That's a lot of kids.
It is because we're in a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, so are we. It's just weird. That's all.
My town has always changed how it's organized like multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
There was one year, and my little brother was part of this when they were doing budget stuff. It was like they didn't know how to handle it, but they had the 6th grade all to themselves in one middle school building.
What?
It was the dumbest shit. They literally had like halls just closed off, and it was just one grade.
That'd be cool, but weird at the same time.
That's what my little brother was like. It was kind of cool, but it was also really weird. It was just this empty building we were.
Yeah.
It was one grade.
Because I feel like
one grade.
I grew as a man as I got. Well, I didn't really get picked on that much, but like the crap that went on in middle school, it was like I'm not going to take part in that. Because there were guys that would just like goof around in like the locker rooms and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like immaturity that I didn't want to be associated with.
Right.
Yeah. And then I would be like my sister just finished. She's a freshman in high school now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking back, it's like, what was my perception of girls in middle school? It's like, that's what my sister is right now. It's
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I mean, I realized that she's probably actually a popular girl in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
She has a bunch of friends and she's really smart.
Yeah.
She was what I would probably call a try-hard girl.
Right.
Which I wouldn't be afraid to tell her that, but
Mm-hmm.
because we always ask, "What'd you get in your math test, huh?" She's like 99. He's like, "Oh wow, you got
What
a
a
99."
surprise.
But it's like, oh my god, it's like you're a middle school girl now, and I'm trying to remember. Like, I tried and failed like once or twice in that department.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you mean like dating?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think one of them was over Facebook, which was ridiculous.
I
was too nervous to ask in person, so I was checking Facebook and it didn't work out.
I
did
did
the
the
same
thing.
Never did that.
I'm glad I got turned down. Someone who asked over Facebook doesn't deserve to get a yes.
Yeah, no, it's a real bad, like, my dating life. I wouldn't even call it dating life. My attempt at dating life in middle school was awful.
I didn't even care.
It was, I mean, like, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I have a girlfriend," but looking back, it's like, okay.
Kids in my school were having sex in like 7th grade.
That's
and they
weird
were
to
like
think about.
apparently.
Let's not think about
I mean,
that.
I went to like a more
you went
rundown
to
high school.
ghetto school.
There was like kids doing like 8th graders doing like cocaine on the sink.
That's
and shit.
that's
I mean, I was
so
never
messed
part of
up.
that.
Are you
culture.
sure it wasn't
No, it wasn't
baking
just-
powder?
Sweet Tarts
No, it was
Smarties.
or Smarties?
Smarties.
I remember hearing something that kids at my middle school. This is like when I was in high school. Was like, you know what they're doing? You know what these darn kids are doing these days? Smarties.
Smart.
Literally.
That was just a joke. They were just like, "Oh yeah, I'm smoking Smarties."
Right. I could
Yeah.
tell what they were doing. It was like,
And same with the pretzels. You'd be like, "Oh, I have a cigar," you know.
Oh yeah, that was always a kid.
It's
thing.
like when I went to a birthday party and we made beer by mixing Coke with lemonade.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh my god, beer!
Yeah.
Oh no, we did that we basically made an Arnold Palmer with just iced tea and lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
And
it was
we shook it
alcohol-
up.
You think it was an alcoholic drink?
Well, no, we were like, oh, this is not. We
You're
called
six-
it. We called
seventh
it.
grade. You can have an Arnold.
We called it.
Palmer.
We called it Otter beer because we were my friend and I were really into Red Wall,
Mm-hmm.
and so we were nerds like that.
I
Otter beer.
think you were on some story, but before you go to that, the Smarties thing kind of reminded me. Like, I was so fucking stupid. I think it was 6th grade. You know how, like, when you go... It was 4th grade. I can't remember if it was 4th or, like... I can't remember. It was 4th, 5th, or 6th grade, so it was intermediate school.
Yeah.
You know that soap in, like, the dispenser that
Yeah.
comes out and it's, like, foamy?
Mhm.
Like, the foam kind? I was retarded. I'm a fucking
I
idiot.
can't wait for this. I can't wait.
I
I'm
pumped...
gonna guess you put it on your chin to make a beard.
I pumped it out. I thought it was whipped cream, and I tried eating it. And then I didn't swallow it because I realized it's soap. Well, I didn't realize it was soap yet. I spit it out. I'm like, ew, that's disgusting. I thought it was shaving cream next, so I put literally this is the same it's still the same batch of thing. I put it on my face, and I'm like I literally have a Santa beard on my face, and I'm like what do I do now? Because I thought they were like providing the soap, like the shaving cream, like for a reason. So I'm like, I guess this means I'm a man now or some bullshit. So I thought I had
Middle
to.
school, they provide shaving cream.
No, intermediate school. Intermediate
How have
school.
I not heard this story
And
before?
I was lathering my face up with it, right? And I didn't know like what the fuck to do. I didn't even know what shaving was. But like, I mean, I knew like what shaving was, but I didn't know you used a razor and shit. Because I would see in movies like shaving cream on their face and whatnot.
Yeah, they just
oh.
oh, shaving, you put the cream on your face.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, now what do I like? And I didn't know what to do. And some kid walks in and just fucking looks at me. I probably was in 4th grade because I think the kid was either a 5th or 6th grader because he was definitely like older than me. He just fucking looks at me and he just like looks at me and then pisses in the urinal. And I'm like, I could just tell by his look. I'm like, yeah, I think I got this all wrong. And like washing my face off.
I really want that guy, like years from now, to be telling the story from his perspective.
But this is the part because I still didn't know. I still didn't know.
Soap all over his face.
I still don't know what the fuck it was. Like I didn't know it was soap. I don't know why it didn't register in my head. So I literally like pretended like I was doing something to wait for this kid to see what this kid would do with this magical foam in the dispenser. And then he washed his hands and I'm like, oh, it's soap.
You waited to see what it eats.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the fuck it was there for. And I don't know why in my head it didn't register.
Oh my
Like
god.
I really don't.
Gosh.
I wasn't a smart boy.
I mean,
I remember
Oh my god.
in elementary school, you know, like the kindergartners would like the teacher would take all the kindergartners down to the bathroom at the same time because inevitably they're all gonna have to go.
Yeah.
And they just it's like come up to the urinal, it's like boom.
Oh, they dropped
Just
their pants.
drop their
Just see the
Someone- there'd
cheeks. and you're like,
inevitably
fuck.
always be at least 1 or 2 kindergartners just boom,
Yeah.
pants on the floor, just doing what they
Just
have to
pissing
do.
straight in.
And I also remember like this is when I learned something. I was in 4th grade. I was just like
I was
the
one of those
bathroom was like
kids.
in the hall or something, and
I have another story.
I go into the bathroom like washing my hands. Like the sink was out in the hall or whatever, and the janitor walks by and she's a like a lady, and she walks by and she farts, and I was like, oh my god, girls can fart. I was like so shocked. I had to like hide. I was like,
Oh, shit.
and she's like, oh excuse me, and just moves on. I was like, oh my god.
I
I was in 4th grade. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Like, most it can happen.
Yeah.
that's a thing that's
what?
It's
like
magic.
like I don't know how people have that, like guys have that, or young kids have that perception that girls, I mean, they obviously don't, nobody wants to fart in public.
Right.
I never had that like thought that like girls don't fart ever.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh, I fart, everybody
I didn't
must
think they
fart.
pooped. I thought they peed, but I didn't think they pooped. Or farted.
I didn't really consider like, I didn't have that
Question.
thing either. I didn't.
Oh, this reminds me of
I
something
just
else.
thought everybody did the same thing.
Question real quick. This might change I mean, it's still in the same, it's a similar
Same
subject.
vein.
Do you guys have a shit your pants story? Like where you just shit your pants? Like a funny or like embarrassing shit your pants story?
No, I mean, I remember it happened once. It was I was little,
Mm-hmm.
and I just remember I just didn't get to the bathroom in time.
Okay.
It wasn't like really that big of a deal because I wasn't that far off from it
Mhm.
being a reasonable thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my god, that's actually hilarious. I was in 5th grade, and I'm not sure if this is actually what she thought, but we were watching some video about like germs or bugs,
Mm-hmm.
and for like a brief second, it showed like a guy's backside,
Mm-hmm.
and this girl in my class was like, "What?" and my teacher's like, "Oh, come on, it's just the same as everyone else." And she was like, "Really?"
Mm-hmm.
She didn't realize that
Yeah.
guys had the same butts as girls, basically.
Yeah.
That's why I interpreted. I was like, "You didn't know that? I knew that."
Yeah, I mean, like, you can reasonably say, oh yeah, because you no one told them. As a parent, you have to be like, yes, males' butts look the same as yours. Like, that doesn't come across as a parenting thing to do.
Yeah.
And like, you can just say, oh, kids are just oblivious and stuff. But I never had that, like, I never had the thought of like, girls don't poop. Like, girls are like, I don't know. Girls don't have the same butts as I do.
Mhm.
Whatever. I never had that thought. apparently I'm not in the norm here.
Girls go to
You know,
Jupiter.
I knew what soap was.
Yeah, I didn't know what soap was.
Oh, yeah.
You just asked what? Did you just ask what soap?
I didn't hear like what you said.
I thought you said jope, and I was like, no, he said soap. Okay.
And I remember thinking girls had cooties.
I really this is like.
I knew that wasn't.
But
fake.
I always
this
was
is
like,
fake.
I was always had some pull, and I'm like, they don't have cooties because I like them, like you know. And I'm just like, there's no.
I didn't believe in
going on.
cooties either. I was just like,
It's a myth.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't that gullible as a
Maybe
child.
cooties means like AIDS or something.
But then again, I was pretty gullible. No, but this is going.
I'm fucking gullible, but anyways.
This is going
When I was
back.
younger.
Yeah, you're not really gullible now.
No.
This is going back a ways to our previous middle school dating thing because I really want to get.
Yeah, I know I
to
interrupted
the-
you.
Oh, I don't even know where I was going. Oh yeah, so you Ryan, you said you asked somebody out on
Oh, yeah.
on
Facebook.
on Facebook. I did the same thing, and I was in the play in middle school with this girl that I liked, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask her to. I think it was a dance. Yeah, I think I wanted to ask her to a dance or whatever. I was like, okay, during rehearsal, I'm gonna like when there's a chance, I'm gonna ask her, and I just chickened out.
Mhm.
I wasn't able to do it.
Right.
But I was like, okay, I can't do this. The nerves are too much for me. So I messaged her on Facebook. I was like, oh, this is. I clearly remember myself writing, "This is out of the blue." I was like,
boy.
I don't know. That wording just sticks in my head. And it was like really bad. It's like, oh, would you want to go to the dance with me? And then she's like, oh no, sorry, like. And then after that, I pushed it even further. I was like,
oh.
do you want to go on a date with me? And she was like, oh no, sorry. All like nice about it, but
Yeah.
but I was like, I even after like then I wrote it. I was like, this is the lowest point in my life
Yeah.
right now, because that was just if you ask someone if somebody agrees to go out with you through Facebook or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't. Would you have the confidence to actually talk to them in person?
Mhm.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also had.
It's easy to hide behind a screen.
Yeah, it really is. Technology makes it so easy to, and I fall victim to that all the time. Like I'll be like, I don't want to actually talk to a person in face, so I'll text them.
Yep.
But I also had we were never dating per se,
Right.
but I had met this girl through like texting through my one friend, and she went to another school and then another middle school, and we talked back and forth for a long time, and the one time we like actually met up, like I didn't speak to her at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we met up in
I can
like
understand that.
well, and it was because this was the weirdest thing. So we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna meet up in this mall and stuff, and bring friends, like obviously you do, as middle school.
Yeah.
So I was like, I asked all my friends, or the like core group of friends that I had, everybody except one, good old Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't skimp out on me.
Mm-hmm.
And he went with me, and then she brought like 50 friends, and I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
So it was Anthony and I, and then like, and I think we played like hide and seek and one, you know, like
In the mall or something?
in the mall and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was quite lame, I would have to admit. And I think I was wearing like skinny jeans, like really tight jeans,
Mm-hmm.
and I had really like bad hair at that point, like it was
Yeah.
long bad hair.
Middle school was just a bad year, period. Bad time.
Yeah.
Remember I had like super long hair at one point.
I don't know
too.
how.
I don't know what is it about middle school that you have to have long hair.
Yeah,
I had
that's the thing.
braces.
Like all
Braces-
guys are like
braces,
I
long
was
hair.
pale,
Go
I was
look at
heavy.
my, 7th or 8th grade photos. Hair.
I
braces.
think it was like
Yeah, the picture I just showed you.
I think I did it to like cover up, and like my ears are like they stand out
Yeah.
from my head, so I'm like I have to cover them up and like long hair and stuff. I remember that like I don't know, I was never like completely comfortable with like how I looked then. So forth.
Yeah. So like I remember probably like the one the only thing I guess it's good that this is like the only memory. It's like I was like in the bathroom, and I think it was must have been like a classmate of mine or like someone in my grade. He's like, hey elf ears, or I was like, you're a jerk. I don't have elf ears, you bastard.
I remember people calling me elf
I mean,
ears
I didn't
too.
know the word bastard, but
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, that sucks. I was like, you suck. You call me elf ears.
I don't think I ever had that in school, but I played travel soccer, and on the soccer field, I remember this very vividly. A guy, I was playing defense. I played defense then, and a guy, he was like he was like a striker or something, and he was near me. He was like, he made some. He was like, nice job, rabbit ears or like bunny ears. I was like,
that hurt.
Whatever. No, yeah, like
Words
it
hurt.
It hurt me, and I was like, ooh. But at the same time, I knew I was like, I have to play this off, and I was like, nice insult there, bud.
Yeah.
And I played it off so. I thought I played it off so well that he was like, oh, he shut up and didn't say anything else to me. He's trying to get in my head.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean,
They didn't call him in my school. You know, go ahead.
I mean, that was like pretty an isolated incident. I didn't really remember anything else, but it's like
No one else called you elf ears.
I was there. I was like, hey, what the heck?
I got a lot of shit.
Okay. For your ears.
People said I look like an elf.
Do we have this weird like ear thing that people made fun of?
People told me I look like an elf. People would say things about my ears. People would make fun of how white I was. People would make fun of my braces. People would make fun of my last name. People would make fun of my weight. There's one other thing they would do. People would always be like, I like your eyes. Like, that was the one thing I always got. Like, oh, your eyes are, like, really blue. Like, they're so pretty. I'm like, okay. And then,
of course, as a middle schooler, it's like, shut up.
Stop complimenting me.
They're handsome eyes.
Yeah.
If anybody said,
call me a hunk.
If somebody that I just met, so, like, I was at a party, say I was at a party and, like, some person was like, it'd be a little weird if it was a guy came up to me and said, oh, you have really nice eyes. Mm-hmm. But, okay, a girl comes up to me and says, you have really nice eyes. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, why, thank you. I would take that as a total compliment.
I'd be like, Ayo Bay, digits.
I'd be like,
but
well,
not
your
actually.
eyes are nice,
I'd be
your
like,
shoes are
Ayo
nice,
Bay,
your shirt is
Snapchat.
nice, your hair is nice.
Yeah.
I was like, you have really nice face, too.
Your face.
I would probably be like, and that's about it.
Somebody actually talked to me.
I don't know about you. I mean, you guys seem to, like, at least figure out that you had a hit on girls. Like, as in you were...
I was apparently very obvious in who I liked.
I mean, but, like... people out?
Like, you were... Yeah,
I never had success.
You had the balls to do it, though. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like,
the balls over
like,
Facebook?
But even over Facebook, like, to me, like, I was terrified regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I had Facebook.
I was terrified too.
Yeah, 7th and 8th grade,
jumping off a cliff.
But
yeah, that was like a major cliff.
The point is, you did it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the point. I didn't hit on a girl, flirt with a girl, or anything until senior year of high school. Mm-hmm. So when there was this one girl that I thought was cute. I thought she was cute on and off. And she was, like, in my friend group, whatnot. And then someone told me that she thought I was cute at one point. And I got super happy. And I was like, oh, my God, like, someone thinks I'm cute. So then I, like, asked her to homecoming stuff. She was like, yes. So I was, like, happy about it. I didn't go to homecoming at all throughout high school either. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know what I was doing, like, what homecoming was, etc. Like, the environment, what you're supposed to, like, do there, like, etc. And she said yes, blah, blah, blah. But I think I was just so, like, terrified of, like, everything. Like, I had no experience. My mind overthought everything to this point where I would text her once every 3 hours because I was terrified of her responses. Oh. Like, even after I already successfully, like, said, let's go to homecoming, like, baby, like, maybe like be something more, you know. And I like said that to her at one point.
Yeah.
But I said that in person. But
That is
she
like
agreed.
I cringe from that because that was totally me.
But
That was totally me.
the thing was is that I don't think I didn't know how to handle it, but it was like senior year, you know? And then I would tell people and people would be like looking at me and I'm like, I sound like a 7th grader hitting on a girl because like I have no idea what I'm doing and I have no experience. So it was just bad. And then other girls later on, Domino's, I'm not going to get into it. But the point, and a lot of shit happened at that homecoming, etc. I'm not going to get into it. No names, nothing. But the point was I handled every situation terribly. Like fucking awfully. I'll put it that way. Like I was scared to like dance with her, and I mean at that point she kind of like broke it off with me before the homecoming, like right before the homecoming. So there was that. But it was just that I just handled everything bad, and I think the fact that like I've never talked to a girl, like emotionally I was fucked up for like the entire year. My head, like I like not right in the head. Like I'm not saying I was depressed. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying like things weren't the same after that. I don't think they are the same, but after like that, not even like I don't call it a heartbreak, but like after that like sense of like not knowing what you're doing and then like getting your hopes up and then getting like utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
Just like fucks with you. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know what the number is, but it's O for something. So
Yeah.
I mean, I remember junior year at the very end of the homecoming dance. It was like probably the last homecoming dance I went to because I didn't really like it. But I asked a girl to dance, and it was really loud. It was like the most I'd ever stuttered or stammered. Like,
Yeah.
would you like to dance? It was like totally pathetic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so loud. All I heard was like, "No, sorry," and it just drowned out. I was like, "Oh, okay," and she just walked off. I was like,
Yeah.
and I also thought that I could have turned my junior prom date into something more,
Yeah.
but then she just kind of like turned her back on
I
me.
never got a junior prom.
My prom dates both fell into my hands by a friend of mine at track.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we were at track, and I was like, she's like, "Ryan, do you ever like?" First of all, this girl is like well out of my league,
Right.
so it's just like not even a question. She's like, "Ryan,
Right.
do you have a prom date?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Do you want to go with Catherine?" I was like, "If she wants to."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "All right."
Swag.
It's like back to the workout.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
And
totally...
Don't have to worry about it.
my senior prom went way better because it was with a friend who had broken up with her boyfriend like a couple months ago.
Right.
And I'd known this girl for a really long time, like family friends and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it was like perfect. It was like, okay, yeah, we'll go. And I didn't expect anything out of it, and I didn't get anything out of it. And that was perfect. We just went and had a good time.
Yeah.
But I would become friends with this girl during my junior year when I went with her to junior prom, and then she's like totally turned her back on me. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I screwed up. Or it's like, it was terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
It's like I screwed this up.
It was just
I thought it was like,
the way things happen were just
there
like
it goes.
there's a lot more like intricate details to what happened, but it's not worth going into.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. We had a junior prom, but I didn't. I think I might have actually been like playing video games during junior prom. That's how sad my junior year was really sad if I think about it, because the whole time I was just like every like weekend I was just going like home and not like hanging out with like my friends and stuff. I mean, I would play video games with them.
Right.
Over Xbox Live, but it was kind of like now that I look back at it, it's kind of sad. But towards the end of my junior year, I got a lot more involved socially and stuff, and that was through frisbee and stuff. So.
Junior and senior year were a lot better for me, just like infinitely better. Because like sophomore year was probably the worst. It was like really rough.
Yeah.
Like that year, I missed like all my sports that's a different story.
Right.
So that was depressing for me. I was like, I wanted my sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also at the same time, like I felt like my friend group was like getting like torn apart because there's these other two girls and this other friend, and I didn't really like them in the first place, and I felt like they were kind of tearing my best friends away from me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this sucks. I felt like my friend group was getting torn apart.
Yeah.
But then by junior year, it turns out that they were crazy, and well, one of them was definitely crazy.
And things worked out, and you guys.
And yeah, we go back to being, the one girl is like not so.
That shit crazy.
Batshit crazy, like controlling girlfriend, like oh shit.
Kind of, yeah.
Like when we were talking conversation, like with my friends, she was like, "So crazy, bitch,"
Yeah.
and it's like we already know who this is.
Yeah, you don't have to say
It's
the
like-
name.
It's like she went like, whoa, way off the deep end. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
there she
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, crazy people.
Mm.
I actually got rejected last year by a girl.
Yeah.
At first, it was I asked her out, and she goes, "Sure." I was like, "Oh, great."
Oh yeah, I know the story.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I thought
And-
this was the story.
And then I text her like the next day, I think, maybe the same day. It's like, all right, so when are you free or whatever? She's like, oh no, sorry. No.
She like bailed on him.
Yeah, she's like, no, sorry. Actually, I think you're really sweet, but like my mom's coming this weekend, and I kind of have someone going out with someone at home. I was like,
Why'd you say yes? Don't
I
lie.
mean, I wasn't heartbroken over her. I just thought it was rude.
Yeah.
I was like, that was rude.
Yeah, and she didn't like try and like it was like a date like.
I said, would you like to go out with me?
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not going to say, would you like to hang out sometime? I explicitly avoided saying that.
Right.
Yeah, that's not really like.
And
she-
I'm starting to think now that she misunderstood me and thought I said hang out because the way she said sure was really quick.
Never know.
I don't know.
Never
But I
know.
feel like in her text back, she would have said, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I don't want to do that.
Then maybe she said.
I don't know. I
sure.
didn't know. I just thought
It's
she was just
like,
rude.
You
Yeah.
were explaining it, and it sounded like you had a date. Like
I asked,
planned.
would you like to go out with me?
Yeah.
Huh.
Which would like leads to.
That's just
planning a
like
date.
that seems very almost like elementary schoolish because I remember a very specific time one of my friends asked a girl out and it was like, oh yeah, sure, we'll be boyfriend girlfriend, and then it was the day later they were broken up and it was like, you were dating for like 30 seconds. That was
Yeah.
a joke or whatever.
Well,
5
yeah.
minutes.
I actually kind of think that in middle school, asking someone out and having a yes is the climax. That's it. That's as far as you go.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal.
What does any middle school couple go beyond that? Beyond walking together in the halls?
Sex in my middle school.
Some-
But that's,
yeah.
that's just me. That's
no,
my,
but
I think
generally,
no, yeah, no.
You don't go
I,
any
I
further
understand
than
what you.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
that's the
right.
prize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The yes is a prize.
Exactly. Like I
That's
get to
it.
hold your hand and maybe kiss you.
Hold
like,
hands, maybe kiss you. That is
Yeah.
like
Hold hands, maybe kiss you, but have the status like
yeah. It's
go
more-
onto your 13-year-old Facebook and
It's-
say in a relationship
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Exactly.
That
It's
was
more
the
about-
prize. That was it.
Yeah, it's more about a front and less about
And gossip.
an emotional partner or
Yeah.
somebody
Someone you
that you
really
can
connect with.
Yeah, connect
Right.
with or rely on or
Right.
however you view a relationship and
Yeah.
what that other person means to you.
Mm-hmm.
It was attaining a goal.
Yeah, it was attaining a goal, really.
It was status.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's
status.
just
It's
status.
like, oh, that kid has a girlfriend.
That kid has a girlfriend. Ooh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And it was like got to like senior year of high school or whatever. It's like, wait a minute. We don't know. Wait a minute. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just not find a cute girl and ask her out and get a yes. It's just like no.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
And like really the goal that you could like looking back, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend in middle or like high school and stuff, it's if you have those kind of relationships that are like actually emotional and stuff and they should help you grow as a person.
Yeah.
It's kind of what a relationship is like. It almost when you break up with somebody, you realize.
I touched his foot. We were playing footsies.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the connection there. The light in your
His
eyes.
blue eyes. Reflecting off on mine.
No, but you you totally derailed
You're supposed to
me.
compliment my eyes now.
I said your eyes were blue.
You
But
have
that's
to say they look
that's
pretty.
not yeah.
If you
Blue
tell me
eyes
they
is
look
just-
pretty. I'm all yours. Run.
Oh no.
Run. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, they yeah. So when you stop having a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you almost kind of grow as a person and realize certain things and so forth and what you should do better as a person or as a partner next time.
Mm-hmm.
In my very limited experience.
I don't have any experience. Can't say anything.
Don't really have much knowledge either.
I mean,
I have knowledge of getting rejected and like fucked over like lots of
how
times.
to deal
Lots
with rejection.
of times just get fucked in the butthole.
Metaphorically.
Not actually, not like
Metaphorically.
I don't like putting stuff in my butt, but like just getting completely fucked over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like last year for me, it was just like, I wasn't upset about it. I was like, oh, that was rude.
Yeah, it's just. I would
like. I would have at least. I wouldn't have thought it was rude if she said it was she misunderstood.
Yeah.
Or at least explained that she didn't want to go out. I was like, no, she just used an excuse and then backed out. I was like, that's rude.
If that's rude, personally, I think that I would be a little disheartened by that too.
Yeah, and
I mean, it wasn't that into her.
No, I know.
I'd be heartbroken. I'd just say,
I know.
that's rude.
I'm not. That's why I say disheartened other than like heartbroken because
that's like, probably the word.
It's disappointed. Like
yeah. And it almost seems like really like the way I linked it back to elementary school, it seemed very childish to me because we're in college.
Yeah.
You're an adult basically. You should like communicate.
I've heard a lot of stories though with like girls that do that kind of thing. Like even older than me. Like I forget who I was talking to someone like probably like an older cousin or something. He told me some story. The guy's a stud. Like he gets it.
Whoever heard this before, older cousin teaches younger cousin about girls.
He's had some stuff.
I didn't
like
either,
that.
but
He just told me like stories. I didn't like ask him for advice. He just told me stories because I was bored. But he would just be like, "Yeah, like it's happened to me." Like,
I think the closest
they say yes and then say no. Like after you're not in front of them.
Uh-huh.
It's like it happens a lot.
The closest relationship I got from one of my older cousins was, he said one time, it was like, I think I made a comment. It was like middle school. Like, I haven't had a girlfriend yet. Blah blah blah. It's like, it doesn't matter. I didn't have a girlfriend until junior year. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's very true. I went through, I had a girlfriend in 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all of high school, I didn't have a girlfriend. So it's like, and I wouldn't have gone back and changed anything really.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
I remember in high school, I was like, oh man, I don't want to leave high school without ever having a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my thought.
That was like,
too.
I don't want to do that, and that's why I tried a couple times. Like after a while, I was like,
that's why
who cares?
Like, everyone says this. Like I hear this on like YouTube videos and just other people just be like, high school doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it mattered. I understand the GPA, like getting to college, like learn English matters kind of thing.
Yeah.
But high school as a social dynamic and just a lot of elements of high school doesn't matter. Like for the at all.
It matters in that you grew from it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It matters from what you make of it.
Yeah.
So if
and the friends you make.
Yeah, and the friends you make, and whatever you make of high school is what you make of high school. So
but it really doesn't affect the rest of your life as much as people always think it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Because it's that turning point. It's the end of.
It's like kind of the end of childhood.
Yeah, it's really
That's
kind
how
of
I
the end
took
of
it.
childhood. Because then you go to college and you're an adult, you're living by yourself, or whatever the case may be. You have much more responsibilities after high school.
Yeah.
Like if you go into the workforce, you have to have a job now.
Yeah.
You have to do taxes.
Right.
So it's kind of the end of childhood.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, it's like, I remember like after I graduated high school, it was like some friends of mine who had been in relationships in high school. There's a couple of them, they just broke off kind of unexpectedly. It's like, you broke up, why? It's like, I remember one of them was like literally like, well, because we're graduating, we're going different directions. Like, oh, that's kind of a shitty reason, but okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's just kind of split people up at the end.
Yeah.
Actually, the one relationship, I feel like I've told you about this before. The crazy girl that I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Oh, I think I heard.
Is actually still in her relationship with her boyfriend from high school, which I feel like it's better now. At least I don't really.
It's not a toxic relationship, or
for a while, it definitely seemed like it. In high school, it totally was.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know them enough to know if that is or not.
Yeah.
But in high school, it totally seemed like it was like, after it was like kind of looking back, it's like, oh shit, that was creepy.
Yeah.
The way she made him wait for her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still know a couple
High school
like,
lovers.
high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
And
Of course, they can work out.
Yeah, no. I honestly don't want these. Well, two couples come to mind, and like I'm close friends with all 4 of the people
involved.
And I'm like, oh, they're so perfect for each other, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to break up, so.
Speaking of couples, so you didn't hear the story yet, because I told you about it over text like 2 hours ago, and we mentioned a little in person, but our roommate just left for a date.
I was wondering where you were going with this.
Yeah.
Okay, so the roommate's out for a date.
So he's going out. We literally had to like plan this date for him. We had to dress him up.
Yeah, we had to dress him up.
We had to not teach him but tell him what he should do.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you didn't dress him up in like a freaking suit, did you?
No.
We put him in like a button-up shirt and like a sweater, like a nice sweater over
and like
it.
khakis.
You know what I mean? And khakis. You know what I mean? Like one of those
Yeah,
nice sweaters where
like,
you show
like
the
mine?
a little different, similar to yours,
Yeah.
but like there's not the zipper and the collar isn't there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay, that's nice.
you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's nicer.
You gotta wear a collar, though?
It's nicer clothing.
You're on a collar?
What do you mean?
Does he have like a shirt collar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had like a plaid shirt underneath.
Yeah. Plaid button-up shirt that had the collar
Mhm.
that like goes over the sweater. So we had to dress him up, and it was just like, you know how you were saying like, oh, they're so cute. That's what reminded me when you were like, oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Because
then
like when they first started like just hanging out. Like they've only known each other for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the time has been. But like from what I've seen from it and some of the things, like the way they interact, you're just like, they're so cute. And I feel like I sound like a little bitch or like a girl or some shit.
You guys are like acting with parents. It's like
that's what I was thinking. My thought process was literally that while I was helping him, like, Brendan, put on a nice shirt. This one or this one or this. And then I literally pick it out from this one.
This one.
And I'm like, you should put on cologne. And then I'm teaching him how to put on cologne.
And he went up there after he got ready and stuff. He went up there up to their room to
get her
and then go. And I was like, I made a joke. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take out like my DSLR and like snap some photos prom and stuff like. You know, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said the other night or you said. Is like looking at them, you're like, oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, because they're just like adorable with each other. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking vomit.
Yeah, it's like they're so adorable. You need to like.
It's cute, but it's gross.
It's like the other night it was just it was James, myself, and then those two, and it was so funny.
Yeah,
because they were just like all lovey-dovey with each other. Well. Not like super lovey-dovey, but like
they're not like
couple, kind of like obvious. Like she was petting his hair and stuff.
Yeah, like
and
they were being cute. They weren't shoving tongues down each other's throats and like that kind of thing.
Oh,
I mean, we were still in the room and present.
Oh, that's so cute.
See, we make another podcast a couple years from now. We'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
True.
Oh my gosh.
True. I firmly believe in that. I don't know. That just reminded me of that. I wonder how he's doing on a date.
I wonder.
Yeah.
We call him up. Hello, Brendan. How are you doing?
I don't want to interrupt.
How's our champ going?
Yeah. He's probably still like trying to find his way to Little Italy.
Yeah,
so.
Probably. Or the I think another night they were sitting on the couch and
it's been like 2 hours too.
Were they like talking to each other or something? But I made the comment. I was like, we have to feed him lines and I said that like, oh, we have to be like behind like a potted plant with like a little microphone like speaking into like an earbud
like in the van with the
You
ever seen the show Impractical Jokers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, The guy's got like a little earpiece or something,
Yeah.
and they're like telling him what to do.
Yeah, it's exactly like any
I love
like
that show.
movie or like teen movie. There's like a ton of movies where the
Set up in the van.
the guy doesn't
Yeah.
know how to talk to girls or like
Just-
he's nervous about the date and his like
And then
other friend like coaches him through it.
and then there's some kind of radio interference, and then they say some dumb shit.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
Like,
right,
may I
right,
take
right.
your order, sir? May I take your order, sir? What?
and then it somehow works out. Oh,
Tell her she looks nice.
Tell her she look purty. You're purty.
Oh, it was like I was thinking the other day. I was like, just a random thought. It's like one of those movies where it's like go hit on her. It's like, hit on her? Really? It's like, oh, okay.
Just
And
smack the
And
shit
she'd be
out
like, hey, He's like, hey.
of her. Hey.
hey.
He's like, am I doing good?
I mean,
I'm doing good, right, man?
yeah.
Now I gotta pick you up.
Maybe
Pick up
that like you know
I'm gonna hit on her and then pick her up.
Literally pick her up. That's how you pick up chicks.
where that like go hit on a girl thing came from was like you know how in like elementary school the little kid beats up on the or makes fun of the girl or like kind of pushes it around the playground.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes you.
I hate
Maybe
that
came from-
shit. I hate
I don't.
that.
That never
shit.
happened to me.
Either of you read Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Susan and Calvin.
Yeah.
That's what they kind of say. It's like, ooh, they're mean to each other because they like each other.
It's like
eh.
it's kind of like Helga and Arnold too in Hey
Oh
Arnold.
yeah, it's like
Football head.
Like Helga treated Arnold like shit because she liked him.
But she was like in mad love. But, like I don't
Mad
remember
love.
Charlie Brown that well, but wasn't it like Lucy?
Yeah,
into
I mean,
Charlie
like-
Brown or something like that. She was addicted
No,
to.
Lucy was into Lionel.
No, Lucy's. Well, okay, hold on. Linus
forgetting
is
the
her
names.
brother.
Wait,
Lucy's into Schroeder.
who's Schroeder?
Schroeder's the piano player. He's like
What?
playing his piano.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like, so Schroeder,
Yeah.
do you think a piano player needs a girlfriend? He's like, Beethoven didn't have a girlfriend.
Good thing you said that because I would have.
You said Lionel one other time
I said
too. I remember correcting you one time when you said Lionel.
I'm
It's
just
like Linus.
like
Linus-
I get close, guys.
Linus is
I get close. You have to
Linus
give me
is the
points for that.
target of Charlie Brown's little sister. Crap, what's her name?
Susie.
No, Susie.
Charlize.
No,
Fried Chicken
I'll
Isha.
look it up.
I think it might be Susie because either way, she calls Linus her sweet babu,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm not your sweet babu.
Stop. Yeah.
But I remember I was in first grade, and there was a kid in my class who at recess went up and kissed a second grade girl, and it was like the crime of the century.
Oh, I
The
can.
crime of the
Oh
century.
my god!
The whole playground flips
he
a shit.
kissed her. She's in second grade. He kissed her. It's like, is he gonna get expelled?
Oh my god.
No, it was like it was literally the crime of the century. It was
Yeah.
like the hot topic. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
I just looked it up. It's Sally.
Sally. Right, of
Sally.
course.
Okay.
Close enough. See, I get close.
Yeah, that's close.
I get close.
Sally, that makes sense.
Rilo Ken, same thing.
Rilo, just switch the first letter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know.
All right. I have to pee.
I have to pee really badly
Um,
too, and
so,
we're almost.
Do I win though? Because I don't have to.
Apparently, you do
Probably.
win. Woohoo!
That's probably a good
Yeah.
place to cut
Well,
it.
it's almost 2 hours.
Niall's gotta go pee pee, and so do I. Bye bye.
See ya, guys.